Imagine a universe where humanity is on the brink of extinction, not because of disease or famine, but because of an alien invasion that views us as little more than pests to be exterminated. You are Mitchell Mitch Jane, a former soldier turned convict who was offered a choice: rot in a prison colony or join a secret off-the-books military unit known as the Wraiths. But when you discover that being a Wraith isn't just about wearing a stealth suit, but about becoming a ghost in the machine of war, striking from the shadows and vanishing before the enemy knows they're dead, you realize that survival isn't about honor, it's about efficiency, secrecy, and the sheer audacity to fight a war that officially doesn't exist through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Wraith, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in M.R. Forbes' The Convergence War series. If you love special ops space opera tropes, stealth mechanics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a hostile cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of moral ambiguity. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's recruitment into the Wraith program, thrusting him into a race against time to master his new gear and mindset before being deployed behind enemy lines. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where he is erased from history without a trace. Forbes excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal oblivion. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular ghost operative trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of alien tactics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior technology. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, track-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the Convergence War lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Wraith is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. M.R. Forbes has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.